Hi everyone, it's Jimmy at Survaid, and in this video we're going to have a look at how companies can transfer data between each other in Survaid. Okay, right, I've got a couple of demo companies set up to show you how this works. So I'm going to start in the first one. As you can see, this is called Amazing Surveys Limited, and I'm logged in as Joe Blogs. So I want to be able to have another survey company transfer some data into my Survaid account. So to be able to do that, I will go to the data transfer section in the navigation on the left, and we can see in here that there's kind of two areas that have some basic instructions on there. So every company in Survaid has its own unique ID, which is this code here. And so if I want somebody to be able to send me some information, I need them to have this code, and then they can log into Survaid and go to this area in theirs and basically paste it into this box. So I can click on this button to copy this to the clipboard, or I can highlight it and Control C to copy it. And then you would email, or one way or another, send that to the person that you were dealing with at your other survey company, and then they would then log into Survaid at their end and create the link. So we'll look at how it would be from their perspective. If I flip over to a different company, now we can see that I am logged in to a company called Brilliant Surveys Limited, and there's a user called Jane Doe this time. So I will go down to the data transfer area again, and I will take the code that I was given before and paste it into this particular box here. Now, if I do that and click on Add Company, then we can see in this area underneath here where it says Added Companies, Amazing Surveys Limited has been added to this list. So you can create as many links to as many different companies as you want. If I wanted Amazing Surveys to transfer me data from Brilliant Surveys, then I could send them this code and they could create a link the other way. But what we've done here is just create a one-way link from Brilliant Surveys to Amazing Surveys. So if I go to the Jobs tab, if I flip back to Amazing Surveys and go to their jobs, they can see they've just got one job in there called 0001 Ludlow. And then if we flip back over to Brilliant Surveys, then they've got another job in here that they've gone out and done. This is manhole job, so they've taken the app out to site, recorded some manhole data, and then uploaded it with a job number of 002 Hereford Road. So now as Jane, I've done that. I've got my survey data. I've gone in and checked it, it's all okay, and I'm ready to send it to Amazing. There's a couple of ways of doing it, but it's both with the same button basically. If I go into one of these manholes, we can see at the top right there's an Assign To button here. So if I wanted to do one individually, same as exporting the data, then we can go in here. If I click on Assign To, we can see that it gives me an option for Amazing Surveys in there because we added it in just now. Or if we want, as we would go to batch export all these and create manhole cards from them, we can send the entire job in one go if we want to Amazing Surveys as well. So I think that's what we'll do for this particular demo. So I'll go to Assign To and click on Amazing Surveys Limited, and it will give me a banner up at the top that's telling me what's going on and telling me that all the assigns were completed successfully. So that's good, it all worked. Now if I go back into any of these manholes in here, then we can see now at the top that it's going to give me a message saying that this manhole was assigned to Amazing Surveys Limited by Jane Doe on the date that I'm recording this video, which is the 15th of May 2022. If in the future, if you need to refer back to see if this has been sent anywhere, then you can, when you go into the manhole, it'll tell you where you assigned it to. Assign meaning transferred to somebody else. And that's it. That's all we need to do from the Brilliant Survey side. Now, if I flip back over to Amazing Surveys, and we can see that at the moment they've just got that one job still in there. If I refresh that now, then we can see that the job number has appeared from Amazing Surveys, from Brilliant Surveys, and it's got this little red arrow icon next to it. So that's there. So if you're logged in to your company and you're looking down your list of job numbers, you can quickly see which ones have been sent to you by somebody else, if any. And you can use this button up here actually to filter the list to just show you the ones that have been assigned to you. So if you know that something's there that's come from somebody else or should be, you can quickly narrow the list down to see just the ones that you're interested in. So if I then click on this job, it will look just the same as if it was in Brilliant Surveys' view. In fact, we can flip over and see it looks just exactly the same, apart from, again, like in the list of job numbers, every manhole has its own icon next to it to show you that it's been imported or in from some other company rather than recorded by somebody who's a member of your own team. And likewise, when you click and go into one of those jobs, then it shows you some text again to say that this manhole was assigned to you by Jane Doe Brilliant Surveys on whichever date it was in there. And that's everything. That's how companies can work together to share information through Survaid and transmit it digitally between them. So what happens at the point of it being transferred from one company to another is that there's a copy made of the data at that particular point in time that gets then put as a separate entity into the other company's area of the database, if you like. And from there on in, those two pieces of information, whether they're PGMs, manholes or anything else, have diverged in time. So if somebody from Brilliant Surveys goes in and make any alterations to these manholes, that won't be reflected in Amazing Surveys. And likewise, once it's been sent, if somebody else starts manipulating the data at their end, the original sender won't see any changes at theirs. So hope that all makes sense. We've got articles in the Help Centre about this as well. Any questions, feel free to give me a line, drop me a line. But in the meantime, happy surveying.